Yo, what's up guys? TheInsaneGamefreak here to bring you Pokemon Best Wishes episode 44 review. I might upload both of these today just because I haven't really decided, probably. Just because I told you guys I'd do them and I didn't realize there were 2 episodes when I posted that bulletin like yesterday. But anyways, we're into episode 44 and this is the end of the tournament. For the battles, honestly, we're just going to go through the battles real quick. It was Luke versus Iris, which was Kibago versus... What the fuck is the name of that golem? 1 second. Cause I don't remember the name of that fucking golem. What was the name of that fucking golem? Oh, god damn it, it's not in here. What was the name of the golem? Cause I don't remember. It was... Gollet. Well, I feel stupid. Okay, the golem's name was Gollet. Okay, so it was Kibago versus Gollet, and Kibago wins. And I'm gonna... And then you had fucking... Derizu or Excadrill versus Pikachu, and Iris wins. Iris wins the fucking tournament. So I want to go ahead and address everything about that. The first thing I want to address is that there is... Well, I'll get into the development at the end of it. The first thing I want to address is that fight, Golett versus Kibago. That was such a luck match, because as I said in the other review, the theme of like luck within matches start getting thrown out like a motherfucker, especially in this match, because technically Iris should have lost this fight. Iris should legitimately have lost this fight, but it didn't piss me off for one. It kind of annoyed me because it was like she won the match out of a luck, literally, because Kibago was screwed. The only 2 attacks it has is fucking, well, that's 3 at the end of this fight, but 2 was fucking Scratch and Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage isn't the strongest dragon technique to begin with. It only does like 40 damage, and it always does 40 damage actually. And it's fighting a Golett, which is half ground, half ghost, so Scratch was already out of the fucking picture, and it kept countering Dragon Rage, and it was raping it. Kibago was getting raped. The reason why Kibago won is because of something he got at the end of the fucking match. He was about to get ran over by a Gyro Ball, and he ends up learning Outrage, which I think this is the first time we've ever seen Outrage used in the damn anime. Which is the one thing I was talking about, how this tournament is also, this gen is focusing on other moves that we never got to see in the other previous gens because they never focused on it. And he raped the shit out of it. They don't tell you he learns Outrage until after the attack is half over. It's just like, literally, we see Kibago just rape the shit out of it, and you're just like... Ooh, what the... Like, he comes, like, literally, he's about to get run over, and then his eyes turn red, and he just starts beating the shit out of Golett. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And then Langley mentions, oh shit, it's Dragon Rage, and he just starts raping Golett. He beat Golett with that move. And I was like, that's so much of dumb luck right there. And then... You know, Ash already won his match against the other dude who he was using a Darmaka, and that thing was, and he was using Palpitoad again, just laid that shit out with a Hydro Pulse, so that wasn't even a real match. And then the match, and then the final match starts off the next day. So there's like this little mid period with kind of Dent and Carbonate. No, Burgundy. I keep forgetting that's her fucking English names. Dent and Burgundy's. I guess Burgundy's development, because she challenges him to a connoisseur battle where they're sitting there and they're gonna keep judging the match. And Kenyon's like, "Oh, I'll be fucking referee." And during the match with him, with Iris versus Ash, Burgundy's like, "Damn, I can see why he's an A-Clash," and like, and she starts respecting Dent on some level by the end of it all, which I thought was pretty cool. And Langley kind of starts to admit that Iris is her rival. Bianca's still fucking annoying, but she gets less annoying by the end of the episode because she starts helping out Luke with the filming, even though she's just still in there because of Zora. Which also leads into where each of them go. Like, they all go their separate ways, but Bianca goes back with Luke to make the movie, which means I know I'm going to see Bianca. I hope they bring the DVD, like, just so the canon carries over. But anyways, let's get into the final match with fucking Excadrill versus Pikachu. And I know a lot of you are probably pissed because it's like, Pikachu should be overpowered. And you know what? As much as I'm not a fan that he lost, I can respect that he lost. I can honestly respect the fact that he lost because honestly, he was so fucked. That was just bad luck. Ash has been known for pushing against types that he shouldn't have had an advantage against, but there was no fucking way he was gonna win that. It wasn't like other matches where it's not very effective. No, this nigga had no fucking effect whatsoever. They also had him do a joke Thunderbolt at the beginning of the match. It's like Iris is like, are you making fun of me knowing that wouldn't work? It's like, yeah. That's how me and Pikachu signaled the start of the match, even though we've never heard this shit before, but that was still pretty funny. And then the match starts. For the most part, Doriza wrecks the shit out of Pikachu, but I will admit Pikachu got some good hits in there because he was screwed. He was fucking screwed. Two of his techniques he couldn't use. He couldn't use Electro Ball, and he couldn't use Thunderbolt. He used Thunderbolt as a joke, and he used Electro Ball as a counter for Focus Blast. Everything else was like quick attach to either get the fuck out of the way or to use Iron Tail, which is the only move he actually got hits off of. Because he nailed Excadrill twice with Iron Tail. And I was like, okay. That's all I was expecting. Like, it even got down to the point where I was thinking it was going to turn into like, you know, like what they do with Pokemon battles where it's like it was a big clash and then one of the Pokemon falls over. No, they didn't do that traditional shit. They do the clash, but they both are still standing. No, I didn't say that. They do the clash and Pikachu loses the clash. And then the battle goes on a little bit longer, and then Iris just ends it. And it's like people are like, "Oh man, you should have lost that." Like, how the fuck was he supposed to win? He couldn't use two of his moves. Quick Attack is in effect. It's not that strong. Neither was fucking Iron Tail, to be honestly. But Iron Tail does the most damage, and actually could do damage. Quick Attack is a weak ass normal technique. So Iron Tail was like his only bet there, and he could only use fucking Electro Ball as a defense against Focus Blast or any long range attack. Which is only Focus Blast, because everything else was fucking Dig or Metal Claw or Home Drill. No, not Home Drill, Drill Run. He was screwed. He was fucking screwed. He had nothing. He was literally Ash lost that match off of a type of disadvantage, which is to me kind of ironic considering how he fights. But literally, he could not have won that match. It would have been ridiculous for me if he had won the match. I do believe at one point he needs to fucking trade out Quick Attack for fucking Brick Break. He really does. Like he needs to trade out one like either that or trade out Thunderbolt for Brick Break. He needs to learn like another move because the Rizu was like his type setup is one of the only type setups that fucks Pikachu over immensely. Like Ash's Pikachu can't do shit to that Rizu for the most part. It was still a pretty good match, and I also like the little nod they made to 4th Gen with the whole spinning Iron Tail technique you see in the middle of that match. So I was like, yo, you're trying to pay homage to fucking 4th Gen, even though 4th Gen was shit. I like that because it was like he dodged Dig and he was spinning midair because of the flying debris and shit. And fucking Ash was like, keep spinning. And he's like, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, now use that speed to go into an Iron Tail and nailed the shit out of Excadrill. And I was like, there we go. There we go. And I respected that match. I respected that match. That was a good match. I feel like the tournament ended up showing how Iris has grown as a trainer because honestly, at the beginning of the series, Iris is probably the weakest out of the three, considering her Kibago can't do shit. She had an Emolga that halfway doesn't listen to her, and an Excadrill who didn't listen to her. And she went from that, in the course of 50 episodes, to beating everyone. I mean, technically, she's never fought Dent, and also I'm a little disappointed because now Kibago and Scracky can't have mock fights because Scraggy's not even on Kibago's level anymore. Like, Kibago's actually somewhat of a threat now because it knows Outrage and fucking Dragon Rage. I'm actually glad because at least the damn thing is more of a challenge now. It's not like where it was a Piplup where it was like, Whirlpool and fucking Water Gun. And I was like, okay, that's cool. No, I can see Kibago being a serious threat now. Outrage shocked the shit out of me. But yeah, we got some good development in the episodes. Bianca, God, please, the next time you show her, let her have some real serious development and not this I Love Zora for fucking 3 episodes and Maul and keep pissing off the fucking watcher. But I think my voice is going out because I've been talking for almost like an hour because I was yelling during the episodes. So that's about it. I saw the next episode and I saw a glimpse of Team Rocket in this episode. So, like, they're already at Raimon City. They're on the fucking Ferris wheel. And Meowth's like, okay, there's one other thing we need, and we have a last resort, and I'll take care of it. And considering he's in the next episode, I'm assuming him fucking around with Ash and them is kind of just a ploy to fuck them over later when they get to Raimon City. So I think I understand that much. I don't really think he's going to get caught now, considering he didn't get caught in the next episode because there would have been some type of character bio update. All I know from the next episode is that Kiwago gets kidnapped. I believe I heard Scraggy learns high jump kick, and Meowth is like with the team for a little while. So that's that. But anyways, that has been this Best Wishes review. Tell me what you guys thought in the comment section below. Life's a gameplay to win. Gotta catch them all, Pokemon, and I'll catch you guys later. Oh, my throat is killing me now. Peace.